First thing, as always, we'll start off with just covering the good seating posture here. So what you want to do is make sure you're on the mat. If you can, go sideways and place the knees and the toes so that they're in line and touching here on the mat. Knees are together, big toes touching. This is called the Thunderbolt pose. I'm just going to adjust the camera real quickly here. Have a little bit more of a close up, a little bit less furniture, a little bit more breath work. There we go. And so that said, once you're here in Thunderbolt, if you can, try to separate your knees, keeping the big toes separate, keeping the big toes touching. Take a brick or a yoga block, like a bicycle seat, and just slide it in sideways underneath to the base of the spine. And you get a very nice support here, vertical spine, good breath, and if you can, if you need to, you can also use a second brick in case you find it a little bit of a struggle going down that far on the heels. So with the second brick, you sit up a bit higher, but you still get the same benefit of a vertical spine and a good alignment for the breath. So now that said, I'm going to do one last thing, put on one more light, try to get rid of the shadow here. And so stay with me as I break all the rules for a live stream going off screen. Anyway, here we are. That looks a little bit better. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to go with a single brick here. So I'll take the other one, place it to the side. And now today is a midday sequence. So one of the things I like to do here is go into the breath work with as much calm as possible using a technique called the bumblebee. And this is just humming in the back of the throat 3 times. Works sort of like an eraser on a chalkboard. It just wipes all the distracted thoughts, perhaps the emails, WhatsApps, whatever you have rolling around there. Sort of a continuous loop in the mind. It can eliminate or sort of reduce that, so we say, background noise. So we're going to take our hands here. The thumbs go into the earlobes, fingers on top of the head, and you're pressing gently on the earlobes with the thumbs until you can't hear. Wait a moment before going all the way. Just follow the instructions here. You want to keep your teeth separated, and you'll be closing your eyes and making 3 long hums in the back of the throat. The teeth need to be separated so they don't reverberate. So, okay, we'll start here on the count of 3, and placing the fingers now in the thumbs all the way into the earlobes, so you don't hear anything, but you're not causing yourself any discomfort either. So just press accordingly, and we'll begin. And now release. Hands are here on your knees, palms facing down, forefinger and thumb together. And just roll the shoulders back, keep the eyes closed. Enjoy the sensation of calm and hopefully sort of a clear moment in the present here, having done the bumblebee. And now we'll take our right hand and just feel a gentle contraction and expansion with each breath here. And release. And open your eyes. We're going to switch now to another pose or posture using a yoga brick called the philosopher or the thinker, just like the statue by Rodin. So we're going to turn sideways. And it's really important here to have the front foot, the ankle touching the knee. You're sat on top of the other leg, let's say the left leg. You're sat on top of the heel. Actually, I'll do it on the other side. A little bit more demonstrative. So left foot is on the floor, sat on the right heel, knee and the ankle touching, and then you take a yoga brick, just slide it under there under the glute, so you make complete contact with the floor. Okay, once you're there, just come up a little bit, just camera there. It's easier without a camera to worry about. But anyway, the hand that's free, shall we say the right hand that goes on top of the knee, like mudra again, the forefinger and thumb on top of the knee, palm on there, and then your other hand, this is the thinker pose. Your elbow just goes on top of the knee. You drop your head into the palm of your hand, letting the weight sink there, leaning forward a little bit. And this pose actually helps mental focus. It reduces stress and instills a calmness. Those are very, very critical or very useful, shall we say, especially midday in our busy lives. And this can be a good go-to pose anywhere, anytime, and just a calm breath here. So we'll stay here in a few minutes on each side. So just enjoy and let your head drop into the palm of your hand here. And if you notice in this position as you go along, to continue here, the breath slows down even further. It just becomes a very gentle inhale and exhale. Yeah, you can send this one up to 10 or 15 minutes. We'll switch sides now. This is a continue a little variety of things. And now take the opposite foot, place in front of you, knee and ankle touching, slide in the brick here, just under the glute. And again, hand and mudra on top of the knee, and the other opposite elbow now on top of the knee. It's raised, dropping the head into the palm of the hand, letting the weight just go, and just letting the breath carry you as you focus into a stay calm here. And now release the hand out of the palm, lifting up, and we'll just turn around now back into our seated position and continue our calm with an alternate nostril breathing. So again, taking the break, sliding it underneath his bicycle seat, or whatever seated position you find comfortable. Then just rolling the shoulders back, continue with the eyes closed, fingers in mudra. Now, if you haven't practiced or you're not familiar with alternate nostril breathing, open your eyes now, just follow along. Otherwise, just follow the narration here. So now we'll take our right hand and your right thumb covering or closing your right nostril. Middle finger and forefinger there going to the temple, just above the eyebrows, third eye area. And we're going to breathe through one passageway, the opposite side. So inhale breath through the left side. Inhale completely, filling the abdomen, lungs, everything. And then once you feel full oxygen breath, make a retention here at 10 ohm, 9 ohm, 8 ohm, 7 ohm, 6 ohm, 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. Then exhaling to the same side, completely compressing the abdomen, getting all the air out. And once you're there, another retention of breath, always half of the inhale. So in this case, it would be 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. And now I'll guide through one more time. Again, inhaling. Once you're full, retention of breath, 10 ohm, 9 ohm, 8 ohm, 7 ohm, 6 ohm, 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. And exhaling again through the same side. And once you've completely expelled all the air, again, retention of breath for 5 ohm, 4 ohm, 3 ohm, 2 ohm, 1 ohm. Continue now another 3 rounds on the side. Change the count if you like. If you want to go a little longer for double even, you could go 20 on the inhale, 10 on the exhale, or a little bit less, 8 on the inhale and 4 on the exhale. Always making sure the exhale is half of the time that you've retained on the inhale. When you're finished, 3 rounds here, just switch hands to the opposite side. And so cover your left nostril with your left thumb and repeat 5 more rounds. When you're finished both sides, place your fingers here on your knees, palms facing down, and the forefinger and thumb touching in mudra. And we'll all recommence from there together. Remember, on your last exhale on the one side, that's when you change hands to draw on the new count on the opposite side with the inhale. And when you finish your 5 rounds on each side, just then keep the hands there on your knees. Enjoy the sensation of calm. Be in the present. Listen to the most distant sound you can hear. And then from here, we'll draw the attention or the awareness to the breath entering just at the tip of the nose. So with each inhale and exhale, focusing there on the entrance with the breath and the exit at the same point. Now the next breath, as you bring in the air in, notice or fixate on the area where the two nasal passages, the air crosses inside. Guide your internal vision there and focus on the light. Just continue with this steady gaze at that cross point of the inhalation. As you continue focusing onto the light, you might find that your breath is gradually becoming more shallow, more calm. If you wish to continue here, just hit the pause in the video, perhaps. Otherwise, take your right hand now, place it on your nose tip, and we'll just gradually calibrate our eyes to being open. As you're opening your eyes, just taking the gaze here towards the two fingers on your nose, slowly, then removing the fingers and focusing entirely. Now from here, I always like to do a Shavasana pose or a resting pose after the meditation, so just continue with the calm. So today we'll do what I call power Shavasana. And this one is essentially taking Shavasana, but with the legs in an upright position. So getting the benefits of an inversion, but with the stability and base of being on your back. So hopefully this comes out on camera okay. Looks like it. I've got a pillar. This is interesting. I just want to have a little bit of the yoga mat up against the wall here. So a little bit of lip to protect the base of the spine from getting cold. And scoot up as close as you can to the wall, getting the glutes to touch. The feet are straight up, legs are straight, heels are there, and the hands at your side. Make sure you're comfortable, shoulders are flat, back completely on the mat. And again, closing the eyes here, and just letting the benefits of today's practice take effect. And now when you're ready to reactivate, just move the fingers and the toes, keeping your eyes closed, then just bending your knees and rolling off to one side. Using the two hands as a pillow, make sure you find a comfortable spot here, laying flat on your side, and a couple breaths here. And then when you're ready, using both hands, bring yourself up to seated here, crossing legs, and hands to the heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining today. Hope you enjoyed the sequence. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the Michael Sands Breathwork, Yoga, Meditation, even Skateboarding channel. And hope to see you again here soon. Have a great day.